My name's Philip Martin and welcome to this presentation on SWIFTSuite from Rapid Solutions. SWIFTSuite is focused on the Oracle e-business suite. While it will actually automate any application whatsoever, there are a substantial amount of knowledge modules available for Oracle Release 11i and Release 12. So let's get on with the presentation and have a look who we are. Brief company overview. Rapid Solutions has been operating since 1991. With the SWIFTSuite software, we have now around 400 customers that are running their Oracle systems that have been put live using this software. Those customers span 35 countries. We have partners in various geographies. We have global partners who can assist you with using the tools and implementations across any country in the world. The software itself is intelligent automation. It actually automates configuring the Oracle e-business suite application. It's intelligent in that there is a lot of consulting knowledge that has been captured into the tool, and it uses that knowledge by which to make decisions and what it needs to do. There are a number of tools in the suite. You may have actually come to look at this presentation through knowing about the configurator tool to configure the e-business suite. There are a number of tools here that basically look after the Oracle e-business suite at any stage of its life cycle. So before we get to start with configurator, you may be starting from either a greenfield brand new instance and would be interested in using the installer to get the installation underway much quicker. Or you may be an existing customer and looking to pull configurations and data from your previous instance to put it into the new one. For example, if you're implementing a new release 12, then pulling information from your 11i instance and moving it into 12 becomes much simpler with reverse. Once we get started, well, then the configurator tool is going to help with configuring various modules, whether it be financials, purchasing, distribution, manufacturing, then on to various advanced modules, ASCP, DBI, EAM, and the list goes on. Once you've used configurator and decide upon the configurations that are needed for your Oracle instance, then configurator will build a package and pass that package to build. Build then works with the Oracle instance, and it actually connects to and puts information into the Oracle screens just like you would, but it does it automatically. So it actually configures the application. Once you've got the application in place, you're going to want some data. Migrate will help you put that data in, whether it be test data or production data. Migrate is a very easy way to get data into your instance. Along the way, you're going to need various patches. Patch Manager has a library of patches that you can reference, and those patches will automate the application of an Oracle patch. In some cases, obviously, applying an Oracle patch is not particularly difficult. In other cases, prerequisites, understanding all the steps, and trial and error can lead to quite some time to get through one or more of the patches. Patch Manager, we've already done that exercise, and we've already captured that knowledge into a package which you can now simply run through build and let it go and do the job. So while you're going through the design and build stages, you'll be using a number of the tools. Once you get to production stage, then you're using a package that has already been refined during the testing process of the build, and you build the production instance. Again, these builds of instances generally are taking just a few short hours, 2, 3, 4 hours, depending on the speed of your server. Once your production system's there in place, and don't forget that was an automated process to produce it, then you can migrate in your production data. Once live, then you need to look after the system for a number of years, and you may wish to add more modules, add more operating units. Again, you would be looking at configurator and build to assist you with those options. If you're simply looking to make small delta changes to existing configurations, then change, which is a sub-component of configurator, can help you identify which changes and produce packages that can then be applied to whether it be test instances all the way through to production. After a number of years, you'll either be upgrading your Oracle application to keep it up to date, or it will be substantially out of date, and then you'll decide that you are going to re-implement on the latest version, latest technology, primarily because applying the number of patches to upgrade it is quite a substantial effort. So again, configurator and reverse can help you move from one environment to a new release. So these tools will help you through the entire life cycle of the Oracle application. What the configurator does in coordination with build is to actually inject. It places data into the Oracle screens, whether they be forms or HTML. This is the only approved way that you can get data into an Oracle application. That way the information goes through the front-end screens, it triggers all of the validations, and is therefore fully supported by Oracle. Any of the other tasks needed at the server level, AD admin, AD patch, whatever they may be, are all and can all be automated using the tool also. The architecture of the tool, it's all written in Oracle. It's all HTML, Java, SQL. There are three main components to the tool. There's the configurator, there's migrate, and there's reverse. All three of these products talk together to operate, and they talk via the engine. The engine controls how these tools operate and work together. The engine is fed with information from knowledge modules, and we currently have knowledge modules, as you can see there, for 11i and release 12. And those knowledge modules are then placed into the engine, which enables it to know exactly what to do. Now, this is the end of part 1 of the presentation. Continue, please, on to part 2.